Hi all, welcome to this Eintracht Frankfurt team predictions video for FIFA 21. They are a team that is likely to see some nice individual upgrades, and then it comes down to other players in general where they kind of fit in the hierarchy, as it were. So this could be a team that could be a mix of cheap elements for SBCs with some expensive too, so keep that in mind. So smash the links below would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at G the Legend. All links down below for posts on the channel and social media links as always. And comment down below who you think's going to get like an upgrade, a downgrade, and stay the same for Eintracht Frankfurt. So starting off in net is Kevin Trapp. Keeping him as he is. Don't feel he deserves a downgrade or an upgrade. Eintracht Frankfurt's also a tricky one in the sense because they didn't do as well, I think, as expected. Yes, they finished 9th, but they I think there was an assumption that they would do better, but I can see the reasoning. But we have kept Trapp the same, and that's kind of the way he will go. Hinteregger, we have upgraded him by 2. Big helping boost for him is he got an inform and a team of the season. Well, his team of the season was a very measly 88 compared to other cards. We still feel that he deserves an upgrade, and +2 seems fair for him. Hinteregger, another one that's going to be likely for an upgrade. We have upgraded him of 3. Number of teams looking at him at the moment, and not surprised really, so we felt upgrade him by 3 seems the most logical, and he's also kind of established himself at the back 4 for what I've been watching of Frankfurt this season domestically and in Europe. Danny the Costa, 1 to an 80. Don't really feel like he'll go much higher, but 80 seems fairly reasonable. Abraham stays as he is. I don't feel he does an upgrade or a downgrade, probably stays as he is. Discipline was a big issue last season for him. He infamously got sent off for running through one of the opposing team's managers. I can't remember which game it was, and he got, I think it was like a 7-match ban, 8-match ban or something. So that kind of was a big issue early in the season. Philip Kostic up to an 84. 82 base card last year, 2 informs and a team of the season. Seems to have kind of kicked leaps and bounds since his like Hamburg and earlier Bundesliga days, but as I said, could be one of the best of the rest, as it were, out with kind of like your big 3 or 4, like big 4 or 5 German teams, so fair play to him. Kamada, significant upgrade inbound for him, probably in line with his man of the match card, if I'm honest, probably around that kind of stats. He was a silver 73 rated, kind of big season for him really, and like we're upgrading him by 6. Yes, he got a moments card as well. That wasn't really performance, that was based on a performance, but that isn't necessarily a performance based card. But Kamada we feel will get a significant upgrade. We might have went a bit overkill with the boost, but this season he's kind of kicked on leaps and bounds, as it were. So is another one likely for an upgrade, going from a silver to a gold. Probably seems reasonable going up 3 if I'm honest. I don't see him going any like higher, but 3 seems most reasonable for him and well deserved for him. Then other mids in the team, Kor and Roda. Kor staying as he is, Roda going up 1. Roda could even go up 2 in all honesty. Very good season from him. After a few years of kind of struggling at Dortmund and Bayern Munich respectively, not showing the promise I think that was expected of him, he's starting to maybe show it now at Frankfurt, and he definitely looks maybe in line for at least a half decent upgrade. As I say, +1, maybe +2 is inbound for him. Andre Silva, the card that seems to yo-yo near enough every FIFA, and it could be the same again for FIFA 21. I think it's what, like the last 4 or 5 FIFAs he seems to have one good card, I think it was at FIFA 16 or 17 was like an 80 rated card or something, and it was like the next FIFA was like a downgrade, and then the following FIFA was an upgrade, and like this year is no different. I think it could be said, because obviously this year he was going in with a 79 rated card, and he had a man of the match, but in general though he was unlucky to not actually get an inform in FIFA in general. He probably should have had at least maybe one inform at some point, but we've gave him a +3 and looks a nice little card if does happen. Ronaldo looking like he'll go from a silver to a gold. He is 74 rated, going to 76. Got a decent amount of game time under his belt this year, and I feel that will help him. Ex-Brøndby goalkeeper, that's how I remember of him, so he will be in line for an upgrade. Jetro Williams keeping as he is. He was on loan to Newcastle, and I've not really been convinced enough to downgrade him or upgrade him, if I'm personally honest. Chandler, an upgrade of 1, could go more if honest. Good goal contribution and assist contribution, but game time and injuries I think were a big factor for him last season, so there is definitely a debate to say that you could just keep him at 1 rather than potentially going 2 or 3, but +1 at least is deserved. Follett barely played while on loan, and we've downgraded him of 2. Seems most fair and logical. Eric Durham down 1, just game time and injuries for him being a big factor for his downgrade. Then Dost, while not scoring the same amount of quantity while at Sporting, still done a decent goal return for Frankfurt, and I feel will roughly stay the same. If anything, it may be a -1 on because of maybe say pace and other elements, but 82 still seems reasonable for him. Goncalo Paciência keeping the Portuguese striker option within the team well, going up 3 to a 79. Half decent return. I don't really see enough to kind of convince me going higher, but at least +2 or +3 seems fair and reasonable for him. Then Joveljic, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, kept as he is. A same downgrade of 1, just game time and injuries, and getting in his advancing years is a big reason for that. Could even go down 2, but I felt 1 just seemed reasonable. Elsanker up 1 for him. Recent signing from Red Bull Leipzig. And also potential position change, could even go as a CDM or centre back within the team. Zuber, another recent transfer to the team, and he is going to be 76 rated. And then the last player is a loanee that they had in Belgium. I regularly pack this player, Tuta. Believe he's still part of the team, and I've kept him as he has not enough game time while in Belgium to kind of maybe justify. They may even just sneakily upgrade him like 1 or make him rare, but I'm not convinced. And then other, like if any of the youngsters or lower rated talent within the team, like Finger, Sindera, Setin, Zalazar, Kavar, Aki, Barkok, for Riedwald, for what I've seen, if they're still part of the club, then there is potential for them to maybe still get a card, but like it's trying to do. It's like the information I was going by, most of the players were either contract expiring at like the end of August, and I was like, yeah, this is where I'm at with the team. I can't really go any further with it, as it were, but we'll see what happens though. Hinteregger as well is working on, may even go rare, but I think stats wise would keep him as a non-rare, depending how they want to go about it this year for like rare non-rare system. But all in all, I'm generally pretty confident with this. I think, as I say, Kamada and Andre Silva maybe adjusted slightly as well, and maybe not as high as I'm predicting, but I suppose we'll see in due course. So let me know, folks, in the comments below what you think for Eintracht Frankfurt. Who is likely for an upgrade, a downgrade, and also who do you think will stay the same, and also if there's any transfers touted welcome to let me know in the comments down below as well. So smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's Legend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.